So far those magazines are in, the language in English. But it doesn't, stop anyone, buying and looking, because although you can't read, but things you can see, because we show, even in my magazine, I write for Chocolate, we have a section for the people to show what are the available accessories, matching clothes, matching bags in different stores that you have. So even a person who can't read but still can buy and see, of course they can see, and with the prices itself. So we'll show, okay, this trouser, this shirt, okay, this shoe available at this place, and like that for guys and girls as well. So I don't think that'll be a problem. But now there are single-use magazines coming in, which they are catering to this market as well, but we are slowly catching up.
Do you agree with me, Prasanna, if now for especially the local media, say the visual side of it, the Sri Lankan channels, they have a lot of morning programs, but the only focus is more onto bridal dressing. Well, once I remember there was a program which was telecast on one of the channels, which shouldn't you think that people like you and people in the trade should get together and have a segment for the fashion, the talent in Sri Lanka, the models, the designers as well? Don't you think this doing something like that will have an impact in the future of fashion industry?
Exactly. So that is, up to y'all, the media. Should, we are always ready. We are always ready. The designers, they are willing to come. But the thing is, I seriously don't understand why the Sri Lankan media doesn't, help us in that way to show art, the designers' collections and, models, because the designers would love to come and show and to talk about fashion, the tips. But I think few channels, they're still doing it here and there, but not a continuing process. So, y'all should start something.
Thank you very much, Prasanna. We'll seriously take that into consideration. Prasanna, what any events which are happening in the near future? Any ramps opening up, catwalks?
Yeah, today there's an event for the a unique thing called Elegance. A fashion show is happening today. Where normally out of the other fashion shows where you just walk on the ramp. Today the fashion show, after the fashion show, the designers are planning to sell their labels. So which is something really good and we are looking forward to. And we are planning on Mr. Brian Kirkhoven, is one of the famous designers.
Oh yes, absolutely.
Yeah, he's the franchise director of Mr. International and the International Best Male and Female Model World. So we are looking forward to have 3 pageants in Sri Lanka. That is the Mr. Sri Lanka for Mr. International, which is going to be held in Indonesia, and the Best Male and Female Model of the Year for the International Best Male and Female Model of the World, which is going to be held in Spain. So we have started with our preliminary work with that. So, and Miss Sri Lanka is gonna happen next Tuesday. And some fashion shows are coming up.
Great. Prasanna, my final question. You mentioned earlier on, right at the start, the stigma with this industry, the design industry as well as the models. What is your final what do you have to say for all our viewers who are very potential good-looking models, males, females, both? What's your message to them? How can they develop? How can they sell themselves as a brand in the up-and-coming fashion industry in Sri Lanka?
This is a lovely, fantastic industry work. It's all fun, and you network, a lot of connections. But the thing is, anyone who's aspiring to be a model, I think they should have a proper training. So now these days we have few training schools, and so if there's anyone wanted to become a model, they shouldn't just want to walk on one ramp or just pause for a TV commercial. Not that. It's all about your attitude, your personality, how you're portraying a designer's collection. So it's better if you're going to start, you professionally get yourself trained.
Right. Prasanna, thank you very much. With that, we have to come to the end of the show. It was great talking to you. There was a lot of information as to how the fashion industry is going to perform in Sri Lanka. Thank you very much for taking your time off. Well, ladies and gentlemen, with that, we come to the end of yet another Aibo on Sri Lanka. Hope to see you again very soon. Until then, take care. Until we meet again, goodbye.